Hi everyone. So this video is about GoToTraining, everything that you need to know for GoToTraining for at least creating the training itself. There will be other videos that go more in depth in certain areas that might be confusing. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or go ahead and contact me so that I can then help you if you need it, or I can go to the support team and go ahead and have them answer those questions. So to start off, I will be signing into Michelle's account. So we have there, signing in. So this is what the organizer will see, okay? You'll see upcoming trainings, past trainings, okay? And any information that you may need. Now on the side right here, you have your trainings. The library is an archive of all the different informations that have been put in other trainings located in one area. So there's different materials, tests, polls, evaluations. Now you also have a catalog. So if you want to create a catalog you could, and basically you could put all your trainings within that catalog to help organize things. If you record a training, this is where you're gonna have your recordings. Generate reports. I'll make a video about this, but basically this is just information about specific trainings that you would like their information about. So who attended a training, if you did an evaluation, how did those things go? So basically I'll make another video about that. Settings. Right here, settings is just about the audio. I wouldn't really mess around with this much, but there's an option to adjust the settings if you want to. Instant join. This basically allows attendees to go ahead and use Chrome to join the trainings, but I would suggest not using this. Instead, have the attendees download the software to GoToTraining so that they can interact with the polls, tests, and things like that. And then this is basically the recording. So if you want the recordings to go straight onto online, like the cloud, or you want it to save the information straight to your computer. And keep in mind, in each of these areas, there are videos about the specific tabs. So if you go to generate report, let's see, my recordings, no, they don't have it there. Some places they do. Okay. So to start off, let's do the create a training. We're going to start from a training from scratch, so I can go through every little piece of it that you may need to know. So you will have to put in a title, honey, okay, a description, and then we go to occurrence. Oh, what I was saying is that while you're filling out, there's some tips and things like that on the side. This is what I was talking about. So this is information that you may want while you're creating your training. So occurrence, you can do once, which is an option right here. And you can add a session, let's say, if you wish, okay? And then the time zone, which we are in the Eastern time zone. And then it says right here, registration type. Do you want the participants register for the entire session of all the sessions that would be in these dates? Or would you like the participants to register for the individual sessions that they will attend? So that's custom once you add the session. But if I take this away, it will be once. Okay. Weekly, basically with weekly, it's based on the weekday. So today's Wednesday, July 1st. So what I'm saying about this training is that for every Wednesday up to the end date, was say July 29th, this training will be every Wednesday at this time. Okay. So then that means it will then create this specific training for this Wednesday, the next Wednesday, and then the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th. Then monthly, if we go to monthly, it's asking on the day, what day of the month will you have your meeting or your training. This can be either your meeting or if you have a training that is done at a specific day of the month. Okay, so right now it's put on the 1st because I put on the date. But if let's say I put it on, let's say I have a meeting on the last day of the month, let's say 31st. It gives me an option to do the 31st of every month or the last Friday of every month. And then I'll put the start date, time, and then the end date. And this is information that says same. And so I would go ahead and schedule. And on top, it will show you a check mark once everything's been approved and been put through. Now, once you've gotten the basics of your training, this is where you go ahead and start with information of your training, all the materials and things that you'll need. So on the top, you'll see a share button. So you can go ahead and click on this. These are the options you can do for your training and sharing. You schedule a similar training. You can cancel the training. And then if you really wanted to, you could go ahead and start the training automatically. This is basically, this section right here is everything that you had put in the previous page is now on this section. So the description, day of the training, and then the audio portions of it. So up here, note, since I did the monthly, it says this training meets 4 times. Attendees are expected to attend all 4 sessions. Okay, and then gives the days of the sessions. Now we go into the class activities. The first part is breakout. If I click on breakout, it says more, and this is information about the breakout session and gives you a little brief overview on how to use everything, but I'll go ahead and make another video about the breakout session because that's a little more difficult to understand and so time consuming. So, and not everyone will use the breakout session, but if you wanted to, I'll make another video to help with that. Okay, so go back here. So materials. If I click on materials, what you'll see here is materials that you'll need for your training. So if you have PDF files or you have videos, websites that you want to refer to in your training, you can go ahead and upload this. Upload it by from your computer or from the library. If I click on from library, this is already existing materials from other trainings that are all in one library. And then you can add a link. So if you have a YouTube video that you wish to add, you're more than welcome to add it. So if I go ahead and click add link, and let's say I wanted a happy birthday song, then I would go ahead and copy this, add the link here, title the link so it's easier to know what that link is about. So say birthday, and then add a description about the link. Happy birthday. Once I do that, this pops up. And then let's say I take information from the library. I do an agenda PDF file. Okay. So on the sidebar right here, you'll see different versions of the information that you can see with your materials. This gadget here shows right here, it says upon registration, during the training session, after training session, and you basically click on when you want this materials to be seen. This is a download if you want to download it into your own computer. This is the link I showed you. If I click on this, it'll show the same thing when I want attendees to see the material. And then if I click on this link right here, it'll take me straight to the video that I had linked up. That is materials there. Now I go back to the training. So test. If I click on test, we can add a test, create a new one, or from the library. So if I click on a new one, I'll put in the title, a description, and then types of different questions. We have multiple choice with one answer, multiple choice with multiple answers, true, false, or short answers. So you can go ahead and click on this and say, and underneath there's an example of each one to see which one you would like. You can click next, it shows you preview of each one. Okay, and then you put in your question. Let's see. What is Henry's favorite color? And so one answer, is it purple? Maybe yellow? Or could it be green? So over here it says, which is the correct answer? My favorite color is purple. And then if I wanted to add more answers, I can go ahead and add more. And then once I'm done with this question, I click add to test. And then if we have more questions, we can go and click new questions and so forth. And then you can go ahead and save the test. Oops. Save the test. Now, once we've created the test, you can see on this side, it shows when last edited. And then here's an eye, it says preview. If you click on that, you'll see the preview of the test right there. This gadget shows when you would like to give the test. I would suggest going ahead and giving the test during the training. If it's a pre-test and a post-test, go ahead and give that time in the maybe like the first 5 minutes of the training to let everyone do the test during the training, and then like the last 5 minutes in the training to do it for the post-test. Okay. If you do a pre-test and a post-test, I would suggest going ahead and labeling one test saying pre-test and one saying post-test. The reason why is so that your results right here will show, okay, once they've completed the pre-test, this is the result for the pre-test, and then it will then create a new data for the post-test. So we go ahead, and if for a test you want them to see the correct answer or a test and the test score, or you want to see the test scores, or you can show neither. Okay. And like I said, once you've created a test here from library, you can click it on again, add test. And then you can edit it if you want right here. And you say host test. And it doesn't change the original one. Okay? So now go back to manage training. Now we're in polls. So we go to edit, creating a poll. We can either create a new one or catch it from the library. So let's say we want to create a new one. Here's our options for different questions. Multiple choice, one answer, multiple choice, multiple answers. Okay, and the examples, once again, the question, let's say, how are you feeling? And you put happy, sad, okay, tired. And for the polls, you can't add more answers to the question, so there's only 5 options. So keep in mind of that, okay? And I go ahead and push save. And that's it for the polls. And then you go back to manage training, evaluation, edit. So you can go ahead and create a new one, or you can grab from the library once again. So let's create a new one. Hi, I'm just doing hi. Options, hi. So for our question types, we have multiple choice with one answer, multiple choice with multiple answers, a rating on scale of 1 to 5, short answer, and a comment box. So you can put in, let's see, then add evaluation. Then add another question, so forth. Over here, you can see a preview. Okay. And then you have, they can do it, the evaluation after the training session or in a follow-up email. Sorry. Okay. So go ahead and save. It's been saved up here. Manage training. So that's it for the materials part of the training. Like I said, I'll create another video about breakout, so it'll be better understood on how to utilize that. So here we are in step 2. Share and track your training. Here you'll have your URL and training ID. You can email your URL, you can copy the information, so we copy. You're going to go ahead and select all and then do Control C. And have that information already go into an email that I have made up to the attendees. Here you'll see the registration and payment settings. If I click on this, this is how it looks. So registration, training size. How many do you expect to be there? Close registration, never. You can do options right here. You can do 15 minutes before scheduled training and so forth. approval, you can automatically approve those that have registered for the training, or you can manually approve those that have registered. And then notification when someone registers, they can send an email. Right now it's sent to Michelle's email, which we'll have to discuss on how to figure this out right here. Questions. You can then, for a registration portion of this, you can make sure that they answer certain parts. So we'll always require first name, last name, and an email. And so you can decide, okay, which parts do they also need to put in? Address, city, state, their phone number, the organizations that they're signing up as, the job title that they have, and if they have any questions or comments. You can go ahead and add a question if you wish. So you click on this, short or multiple choice, and they would have to go ahead and answer that question before they sign up. So if you had a question like, how many trainings have you attended? And you can do a multiple choice, and you can add more answers, or you can just do a short answer and then you can put it in. Okay, payment. Let's see. No, just leave it. Okay, payment. This basically, I do not know the settings for it. I do not know if the early coalitions trainings, if you have to pay for certain ones or they're completely free for providers or teachers. So that's something that I do not know about. And if Michelle would like me to look into it, then I can, but I honestly haven't played with that whole part about payment of trainings. Okay, so now we're back to the managing trainings. Tracking those that register, you can click on this. If I click view right now, there hasn't been anybody who registered yet. So once they've registered, their names and their emails, when they register, will be right here, and you can actually gather a report about that. Okay, emails, so reply to, you can click on this, and if it's somebody else that's not Michelle, they can go ahead and put their information right here. And then times of reminding everyone, I would suggest do all three if you could. And then you can do send me a copy of the reminder email. And then this is a sample information of the email that everyone will get. Okay. And then certificate, I will have to do another video about this. I have not utilized it or figure out how to use it. So I'll definitely have to go through and learn a little bit more about the certificate, in which I'll go ahead and email everyone a video about that. Okay. So basically that's the step-by-step on how to create a training from scratch and the information that you may need for the materials and things like that. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to go ahead and email me. And I hope this video helps a little. And like I said, I will be doing a video about the breakout session, as well as the certificate and the generating reports to help everyone understand how that works and how it looks. Okay, so I'll see everyone in the next video. And for the time being, be safe and have fun. And I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.